In Lancaster County, a man is facing charges after police say he shot a man over a vehicle crash.
When we first arrived on scene, we saw several ambulances and at least 5 police cruisers, and we do know that there are police still on scene. You can see them behind me. They're taking photos, they're collecting evidence, and just trying to figure out what happened here. We did see one man being rushed in a stretcher. Authorities say this is a car you don't want to speed by. The technology on board designed to make work zones a safer place. While authorities have recovered some articles of clothing believed to belong to Linda, the prayers and search continues as her whereabouts remain unknown. If you look, you can see the tire marks here where state police say a man backed his car into a Northern York regional police officer. The biggest problem today is that many of these roads are snow covered and drivers are not giving each other enough room. Hundreds of protesters filled the streets here, but things have just started to look a little different. I'm going to step out of the way. You can see, by our count, anywhere between 30 and 40 Pennsylvania State Police troopers have set up off Oak Street. Animal rescuers want to know who left 2 cats in plastic bags alongside a busy road in York County. The city of York is flushing years of unpaid sewer bills down the toilet. Basically, the Department of Agriculture is looking to give out a little bit of this in order to make a little more of this. When people come into the gym, they can take off their mask if they feel comfortable. They will, however, have to grab a wipe and disinfectant so that they can wipe down their equipment. All right, finally tonight, the car featured in one of the most famous movie car chases is now one of the most expensive Mustangs ever. During our one-on-one with the vice president, we asked him if he agrees with the new order in Pennsylvania requiring residents to wear a mask if they can't be socially distant from other people. Here's what he had to say.
Well, I think Americans should wear a mask anytime that state and local authorities determine it's appropriate. I couldn't be more proud of the response of the people of Pennsylvania and of America. This East Berlin neighborhood is fairly quiet, except every day at noon. These 3 Bermudian Springs teenagers could be playing video games. Instead, the clock strikes 12. And you can find brothers Stephen and Jack Gouch and their friend Ryan Gebhardt in the Gouch's garage playing instruments.
It's very loud. It's hard to hear each other, but we make it work.
Assembling for their daily rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner to make it through this perilous fight.
Giving them something to watch like every day, give them hope and stuff. It's very important with all the virus going around.
The anthem drawing eager neighbors to the Gouch's front lawn every day.
If it's raining or if it's sunny, it doesn't matter, we're out here.
And thousands of viewers on Facebook Live.
It's like making other people happy, so making other people happy to me makes me happy.
Socially distanced.
We have 6 feet distances marked out with little blue pieces of tape so that we know exactly how far to be.
But in this moment, united.
This is something that brings our country together and shows that we are still one.
The best way I could think of possibly bringing the people together is knowing that we're all American and we can all be together by listening to the national anthem.
Leading by example.
They're all in the band at school, so they're setting a good example for all of us to follow.
And providing a sense of normalcy.
I wouldn't even think there's something wrong with the world.
Something worth waking up to each and every day.
At least you got something to look forward to at 12 o'clock.
We know elected leaders moved Lancaster County from red to yellow last Friday without the governor's go-ahead and without Commissioner Craig Lehman's support. Once against the idea, Lehman said today Lancaster County is finally ready.
Whether or not Lancaster County is on tomorrow's list of additional counties scheduled to move from red to yellow remains to be seen. But I believe that Lancaster County is now prepared and ready to move from red to yellow.
How you like that? I thought so.
It's a bond most people will not understand.
Tickling you, huh?
A little tough love between a Newberry Township man and his reptile. But make no mistake, this alligator isn't Joey Henny's pet.
He's not allowed to be my pet no more because he is my licensed emotional support animal.
Henny even has the card to prove it, saying Wally helps battle his depression.
He's affectionate, he's loving. He loves to cuddle. He loves giving hugs.
He apparently even loves cozying up next to complete strangers. Henny has given Wally a home. with his very own pond and even the company of 2 other alligators that the family rescued.
They're just like our dogs, pretty much.
At first I thought it was crazy, and then I warmed up to it because being with him, you realize there are a lot of other wild animals, and he's the craziest one of the wild animals.
At 3.5 years old, Wally weighs about 60 pounds, but he'll grow to be much larger.
He is huge. He is very...
He looks like he's almost as tall as you.
Oh my gosh, he is.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'1".
You're an inch taller.
Even though he's a certified emotional support animal, Henny doesn't bring Wally everywhere, like restaurants, knowing his size might not be welcomed at the dinner table. But in other places, Henny says his Walligator is greeted with open arms.
Lowe's, there's quite a few in there that they get to hold him and stuff, and then they get in trouble with their boss. Yeah, you're supposed to be working, not playing with gators.
Swearing Wally wouldn't hurt a fly. Okay, maybe a fly, but not a person.
Lions and tigers and bears are... Alligators is really different than that. Alligators are very mild. They don't like biting people.
In fact, Henny says he's learning how much people benefit from having an alligator around.
We're getting letters from autistic children, from people with anxiety that have been around alligators. Yes, it works. It helped us.
And this gator won't be going anywhere anytime soon.
All right.
In Newberry Township, York County, Grace Griffaton, Fox 43 News.
These are black stripes or invasion stripes, so they knew whose airplanes were.
Lawrence Bolin, better known by friends as Gumpy, says he doesn't sleep much these days. Instead, you can find him sitting at his kitchen table in McSherrystown, telling war stories through his artwork.
I can't do hardly anything else, and I can't sit still. I gotta do something.
Painting is how Gumpy says he keeps his mind right.
I want to try to keep going as long as I can. I don't want to be a vegetable or be a burden to anybody. That's one thing I don't want to be.
He's a 95-year-old World War II veteran, a war he wishes more people knew about.
There's young people say that it never happened. Well, they don't want to come to me and tell me that because I was there.
But he doesn't just document his memories. He gives them away.
He does his paintings and drawings to let me use his gifts.
Painting every Monday for his friend's nonprofit.
If he doesn't have anything to paint, I say paint planes, right?
And she's pushing.
Gifts for fellow servicemen and women.
That's all I ask for, as long as they appreciate it.
And a reason to keep on keeping on.
It helps me to, I guess, to keep going.